What's up, everybody, and welcome to another Shakana Toy Reviews. I am Wilson. With me is
Toast.
And we are going to take a look at this very special toy that just came. It is the Hasbro Pulse exclusive G.I. Joe's Snake Eyes. This is the box. It's actually a pretty kind of neat box. I know we don't like to talk about it too much, but it comes packaged with all of that stuff. That's how they package it. It's a nice presentation. You get this kind of cool artwork thing, which is actually kind of neat. Basically, the packaging that I believe is going to be the standard packaging fits right in there. There's tons of weird looking shit on the back that you can discuss amongst your friends. We already did. And we have the Snake Eyes. Now, this, I think, was also a convention exclusive. I don't know. I remember Berg was kind enough to text me, hey man, this is up. Or maybe it was for the Transformers, but then I noticed this guy was up. It was like the day they announced him. So I fucking hit that and I was like, oh my god, the deluxe exclusive version looks right up my alley. We'll go into that. But he is the new 6-inch scale line that Hasbro is going to be doing. And we're going to start, let's take a look at him closer up. So he's got his visor, which is kind of a lighter gray silver. I just noticed in his mask, in his mouth, he's got the slit holes to breathe, I guess. And I was watching G.I. Joe Retaliation the other day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. And he's got those in the movie, so that's actually kind of cool.
That's the second one, right?
Yeah. That's the only good one.
Right.
Yeah. He's got the little symbol there that's painted pretty good. All of these pieces on him are looser pieces. The grenade strap, even this piece here, is a loose plastic piece. Even these pieces on his arm are. They actually don't come off as much as I was expecting them to, so that's not that annoying. He's gotten a lot of play since I've had him. His belt's loose, and then these where he keeps his knife and his gun and this thing. His knee pads are silver and well painted. He's got the straps even with buckles painted here. Not bad. Overall, very nice looking. You can look at him, you can tell it's Snake Eyes. That's debatable looking on the packaging at the other guys. Oh, I don't know. I think you can tell it's them, just a modernized version.
Right.
Is there anything that you noticed that I may have missed?
Not as far as paint and sculpt, but we're about to get into articulation.
Yeah. And those straps are actually a different color. Most of these straps, vary in color as well. And I'm surprised they painted this as well as they did. I really am.
There's different finishes too. So the bodysuit is more matte than, say, the shoulder pads, which are shiny.
Yeah.
The gauntlets there on the wrists.
How do you feel about his pants?
I like them.
Yeah? Not too shiny?
No. So the head is on a ball joint, but he's got another joint at the bottom of his neck. So there's some movement there as well. I did not rip out the neck, so I don't know what's in there. It feels like a ball joint. This is Wilson's toy. I also ordered Toy Fair weekend, so that first weekend, but I think I waited till Sunday. So I was like a last minute buyer.
But did you get the exclusive one?
I did.
Oh, okay.
And he's shipping in July. So I must be getting a second wave. All right, moving on. There's a slight butterfly here. I think it's easier to work on this arm than this one.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's there. You can get all the way around, bicep swivel, sort of covered up by the pouches there. Double jointed elbow. He's got wrists that go up and down, not in and out. The torso is interesting. There's an ab crunch here. It's over extremely well.
Back-breaking action.
Right. And then his hips feel like another ball, so he can go side to side. He can get extra. So it feels like Wildstorm 90s comic.
I like that, actually.
Forward is really nice. Back seems unnecessary.
I'll tell you why I like that later on.
Hips, They do drop down a bit, so you can get out of the way. There is a thigh swivel, again covered up by belts. It's got double jointed knees, boot swivel, ankle tilt, up, great range down. This is the first time I've been handling him. Wilson says that he's been playing with him quite a bit.
Yep.
I think the knees are firm. The hips, I feel like, are a little loose. This arm is a little bit looser, especially compared to this one. And this hip ball joint is fairly loose. Otherwise, I think he's good.
The ball joint waist was always like that.
Okay.
The one arm probably maybe was loosened up a little bit.
I can see through his torso.
What I like about him is he's very kind of Marvel Legends in the articulation, except for the extra like neck piece and the way they did the
torso.
The torso.
Yeah.
So it feels like they're using that, but they're also trying to. It feels like they are trying to mimic Marvel Legends while also kind of keeping the feel of the original 3 3/4 inch line from back in the day, mainly in terms of the waist. Remember, they would always have those jangly waists that would snap and stuff like that. So
you're asking me if I remember, and the answer is no.
Okay, well, viewers, if you remember,
those were the rubber band toys, right?
Yeah. I'm talking those little ones. They had that wobbly kind of waist, so it seems like they're maybe trying to appeal to the nostalgia in some of the collectors.
I was just going to say it's probably just their first attempt, and maybe it'll get tightened up over time. Future releases will have tighter joints.
Yeah, I don't think they made it loose on purpose. I just think they used the ball joint for that purpose. So accessories, we'll go through the standard accessories that you'll get with the major retail release, I guess you can call it. So what we got?
There's a backpack.
That is a backpack.
It's in the same sort of color as the pants. This sort of grayish green, silver accents.
Done well.
It's really well sculpted.
Yeah. He's got his standard Snake Eyes sword. The sheath is separate and then plugs into the side of the backpack. The sword itself is, the sheath is done real nice. It's even got like a leather kind of texture there. And then again, the little Snake Eyes Storm Shadow Ninja symbol. The weapon is just a sword, and it's all plastic, not painted one bit.
The sheath also has a peg, so you can remove the backpack and peg the sword directly into his back.
Yeah, if you just want the straight up ninja Snake Eyes. He also comes with a cool pistol for himself, and then he's got a trigger hand mainly on that one. You could also put it in here if you wanted. Holds it really well. Again, no real paint on it. He also comes with this thing. So this piece I not only found and then realized, oh, it goes in, that strap there on his leg. I was like, what is this for? And I didn't want to come in here not knowing what this was for. So I really took my time looking at it and trying to figure out, and I'm like, well, it's got to do something with that pistol.
Was there an instruction sheet?
No, there was not.
Okay.
So they figure you're not an idiot. And this is a silencer that can go on the tip of the pistol, and it can also go on the tip of his Uzi.
Oh, that's cool.
His standard Uzi. This is fucking awesome. When I found this out, not only was I happy, then I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna know something. I'm not gonna look like an idiot. I think it just looks awesome. Like, he's a fucking assassin, dude.
He is a ninja.
It's fucking killer. I love it. And then on the other side, you have like standard army knife. They do give you hands. You get this one hand. It's a left hand that holding a ninja star. There are no separate ninja stars to go with it. Then there's a chop hand, which actually, when you get up close looking at the hand, it's got climbing claws on it.
Interesting.
That's awesome, but I would think that you'd want 2 climbing claws unless, I don't know, you display him hanging maybe off the side of a cliff, fighting red ninjas.
I would
G.I.
think
Joe
you could just have
Retaliation.
a chop hand without the climbing claw.
That too. You know, I don't know. He is a ninja. He maybe does deserve a chop hand. Although Snake Eyes doesn't seem like a chop kind of guy.
No.
I don't know.
Not with as many weapons as he comes
No,
with.
he doesn't need it. Fucking has an Uzi, dude. And then you get this really nice piece, which I was very excited for, and honestly I'm pretty impressed by considering it's Hasbro. We'll go through the weapons first. Again, none of the weapons have any paint on them, but you get 2 of these, almost look like ice climbing hooks, but they are weapons. You get a kind of standard samurai ninja sword. These are sculpted in a way where there's this gap here. Now, I don't know if it was sculpted for this, but I use that gap to keep it on the display. It's hard to get there still. It generally works. I'm not very good at it. It works better with the longer one. Then, awesomely, you get one of the best ninja weapons, a sai. True story. When I was a kid, young Wilson used to want to learn how to use sais, and I've always been kind of like, for a long time, had an obsession with knives and stuff.
Oh.
And I would collect knives, and I would like, when you have a knife, you like weigh it. It's supposed to sit,
balance.
Yeah, balance. And like I would go into these stores and like balance them on my finger, and if they like didn't balance well, I'd be like, dude, how are you selling this fucking knife for this much money? Like, I just knew about knives, and then I always wanted to learn the size, and I would get mad in movies when I see them using size the wrong way for like stabbing instead of like blocking, and like you're supposed to whatever. But yeah, fun true fact that will get edited out. Then he comes with a standard longer sword again. Pretty cool, pretty nice. Then you get some hatchets. He's clearly a juggalo, so he's going to be running with the hatchets. Or an axe. And then an awesome spear.
Super long.
Super long, very nice, and I played with the spear a lot. He can pole vault with it. He can hold it with 2 hands very easily. And that is the benefit, though, of him having the up and down, is he can get cool, like,
Yes.
come here, you know. Move on just to look at this a little bit closer. It's got timber on both sides, and then it's got some great detail sculpting in there on these black, but in between the holders. And it's got Asian, Chinese, Japanese writing, I don't know. Turning it around, it's got a nice little mural and more awesome sculpting. Now, it's in this weird kind of flesh color.
Yeah.
And I wish this was gold. I wouldn't really necessarily mind this side being this color. It'd be nice if those were a straight gold or a shinier yellow. But this really kind of would look nicer and a brighter, even a silver would be cool. It'd have to be all or nothing because this is 2 pieces with the 1 piece. It's 1 piece stuck in there. It is what it is. I like it. Is any thoughts on the display or any of the weapons?
All of the weapons are fantastic. With this variety and this number, I think it's fantastic. This stand is really nice. I do wish that you could see the characters better. Something just to make them pop.
Black.
Right.
I wonder if I could like panel line that.
I think you could. This also is very nice. I do wish more of this detail popped as well. The other thing about the weapons, so he's a ninja, right? Black themed. I feel kind of torn that all black, no paint weaponry is cheap, but it also makes sense.
See, I don't think it makes sense to me.
What's nice is the blades are shiny and the handles are matte.
That's true.
I do like that. Like, they put some effort into it.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think he's going for stealth, which is why it makes sense, but I also think it was a cheap way out.
Yeah.
But
I'm going to paint them silver, I think. Some of the blades silver, I think.
All right.
Looking at size, these are mostly your toys, the stuff for one of the horrible ones.
Right. So all of these are 6-inch, except Figure Arts, which is always smaller. So we've got Marvel Legends Puma. We've got 2 articulated icons ninjas, and then at the end that's a Figure Arts Goku.
1 foot test. That one, no. I think I got it on this one with some work.
It'd be awesome if you
Yeah.
could just pose him doing a high kick like that.
Yeah, he doesn't pass it, but he doesn't pass it here. It takes a lot of work and it takes some manipulation with the boot and the thigh. But I got him to do a kick, but it's not easy.
Blame the table.
Yep.
All right, so he costs $40 for the deluxe version, and that's the base figure with all of the accessories, extra accessories.
Mm-hmm.
The cool box with the art print and the weapon stand. I think for all of that, it's a really good price. I do wish, particularly the stand, were a bit more detailed, but for $40, I'm not going to complain. Like I could work on that myself.
Yeah.
And to do what I would want, it would cost, $50 or $60. The figure, I'm really impressed by the sculpt and paint. I have some problems with the joints being loose, but I can't tell if that's because Wilson's been playing with it a bunch or it just came that way. I'd have to wait until I got my own copy. I will be happy with the purchase. He's a great looking toy, but I do wish the joints were tighter, and for that, I think I'm going to give him 4.5.
4.5. Nice. This is easy for me. As we've mentioned multiple times, I've been playing with him tons. I think I've had him probably just over a week at the time of this filming. I'm giving him just straight out 5 out of 5. I can deal with the problems like the looseness. Just the fun factor with this guy overshadows any of the what's honestly minor problems that I may have with him. The joints can be fixed if they get too loose. I don't have a problem with them right now, other than maybe the waist. Like Toast said, for the price, it's kind of a no-brainer. Like, even if you go and end up waiting when they all come out and getting him standardly, he's still an awesome toy. But all the extra weapons just, I don't know, man. They just add to the fun factor of it and giving them different weapons. And I love them. I really do. Oh, what I did want to say, the reason I love this, because it gives me hope that if they release like just regular, like we were talking, they should just release generic ninja bad guys.
Yeah.
That I can have back-breaking action with Snake Eyes and Storm Shadow if they do a Storm Shadow. So yeah, 5 out of 5 for me, 4.5. Great toy. Go purchase it. Get it now if you can. Whenever it comes out, get them. Just get them. Thanks for watching. All the social media stuff is in the show notes. Toast, thanks for joining me. Hopefully we'll get Berg on soon. Thanks for watching, and until next time, Wuhan. Thanks for watching this video. If you liked it, go ahead and click the notification bell down below to be notified when new stuff goes live. Press on one of these videos or one of these videos, and